Some of the biggest stuff in crypto is happening right now, and you need to know what it is that's happening up in Capitol Hill. Some of the biggest moves in regulations that we could have ever hoped for in crypto, and it's finally here. We have an exciting topic. Before I get into it, for those who not know, my name is Jake Tullis. I also go by JT, and I run a digital asset hedge fund called Bleeding Edge Capital. We're based out of Cincinnati. If you want to learn more about me, my background, history, and my fund, click the link in the banner and subscribe, because I'm an actual professional bringing you actual information and knowledge that can help you navigate this industry. Okay, with that, today there are 3 bills, trio, that are incredibly impactful to crypto's adoption here stateside, but also globally, because governments look to America for precedent. It's just the way it is. We're the reserve currency, we're top dog, our GDP is bigger than anyone even close, so everyone looks to us to set the standard. And America has been fighting crypto for a very long time. Those headwinds have turned into tailwinds. They're pushing the plane forward. We are cruising. And the first bill to get passed is the Genius Act. So we're going to go over here and take a look at what exactly that means for crypto. And it couldn't be more bullish, guys. Like, genuinely could not be more bullish. Okay. So the Genius Act is the first one that actually got signed into. This is real. A crypto week win, Congress passes first major crypto legislation in the US. What's really important to know, look at that vote. Significant Democratic support. This is a 180-degree turn, 180 degrees from where the Democrat Party was just a year ago. So this has serious bipartisan support. The major thing that this bill does is predicated around stablecoins. So it regulates stablecoin issuance. It provides licensures for those who have bank charters. So financial services industries and banks can issue stablecoins. That means no tech companies, right? So it's determining who has the right to issue a stablecoin. And I'm telling you, there could be thousands of them in America. It's a very saturated market. One of the reasons why I think Circle's IPO is just crazy. I think it's a crazy thing that happened. Nonetheless, this is a really big step for us. So we have procedures around how redemptions, who's liable, basically all of the questions about stablecoins are being answered in this bill. And it's reasonable enough to get almost 70% of people to agree to it. This is just a very sensible thing. Now, the other two to be aware of, and I'm really excited about both of these, are the Clarity Act and the Anti-CBDC Bill. These are the other 2 bills that are currently being voted on at the House of Representatives and the Senate. Right now, we're going to need a similar kind of vote. We need a majority. There's 420-ish votes. We need a majority, so we need 51% for them to pass. And the Clarity Act is a lot like the Fit 21 bill, if you remember that. This has been turned into the Clarity Act. This is the same thing that is just being revamped as Clarity Act. And the general idea, the House already passed this, but the Senate shot it down, I believe. Or it could have been to Biden's desk and he just said, no, we're not doing it. But essentially, it is drawing a line in the sand between what a commodity and a security is in crypto. So if one entity or individual, does not matter, owns 20% or more of the protocol, then it would be a security. If that is not the case, it's a commodity. Just a line down the middle. If you own 20% or more, security. So XRP would be an example, right? So if the tokens are held by the founder's wallet and it's more than a fifth, that's security. And then a commodity would be Ethereum, where, Vitalik's the largest holder at like 10%, or Bitcoin, right, as an example. That's the Clarity Act. That's coming up. Hopefully that gets passed in the next 30, 60 days. And something also to make mention, depending on the ownership split of that protocol, it'll either be regulated by the SEC or CFTC based on security or commodity. And then finally, you have the Anti-CBDC Bill. And we talk about this sometimes on this channel. A lot of people don't know. Central bank digital currency is exactly as it says. So it's central banks issuing their own currency on top of a government-owned private blockchain. What this would look like is your dollars turn into tokens on the back end, and you probably don't even realize that's what's happened, most likely. And what it allows the governments to do is explain or actually control how you spend those tokens. China, in the Shenzhen trials, they did a lot of different things, but the social credit score is tied to a wallet. All of your money goes to that wallet, and then they have complete control of the tokens that are in that wallet for the nth time. So they could say, spend 10% of your retirement in this month, or else we're going to burn it, as an example. Or they could deny more than 5 packs of cigarettes in a month, right? This is your 6-pack transaction denied. It's incredible surveillance. It's incredible control. Governments want it. If you can't tell by this map here, governments are exploring it. Russia, Kazakhstan, China, India, UAE, they're all in pilot phase. There are some African countries, Cameroon, Zimbabwe, they actually have a CBDC. And then America is in the proof of concept stage. Digital dollar got canceled, which is great. And that's actually what this bill's about. So it is barring the United States of America from actually launching a central bank digital currency, preserving liberty and freedom and self-custody for American citizens. I think this could be the most important bill that Trump could pass and get through. Overall, these bills, a 180-degree shift from where America was just a year ago. This is exactly what all of us long-term holders have been envisioning, dreaming, investing in, and it's finally here. The markets have responded well. I think they'll continue to do so. I remain bullish. I talk about the bear stuff happening. I think with the big, beautiful bill and this new M2 being injected, we're going to see higher price action in the next 6 months or so, or longer, depending on his continuing fiscal policy as we go forward. But in general, you guys, these bills are incredibly impactful to the groundwork of crypto in America. Everyone else is likely to adopt similar regulations and strategies in the coming years. I could not be happier about this. This is so exciting. All right, y'all, make sure you hit the subscribe if you like content like this. And until next time, take care of one another. Peace and love. I'll see you guys.